Hello everybody. This is your boy bringing you a video, and this video pertains to yesterday's NFL draft. But me, I'm not NFL, NBA draft. But before I begin, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to this video. Please hit the post notification bell on top of this video, and don't forget to smash those likes. Please smash the likes. All right, let's jump right into this. Now, the NBA draft. NBA draft. I don't. Sometimes I don't understand it. Now, this video I'm making because yesterday's NBA draft, I didn't get a chance to watch all of it because I had issues trying to download the live stream. I had to go to different apps trying to find the right stream to upload so I can get the right channel to watch the NBA draft, and I wound up missing pretty much, I would say, half of it because it went from 1 all the way down to about 18 or 19. I think that's what it was, and I did have a difficult time trying to find it in the NBA draft. But I wound up looking at some of the some of the latter part of the draft, and what really killed me is that the NBA supposedly supposed to have established a rule pertaining to draftees coming out early. Now, 2003 was the last year that players out of high school to get drafted in the NBA because of the simple fact that a lot of those players were not ready. And it goes as far as back into the mid 90s, 95, 96. A lot of players were being drafted out of high school. I think Kevin Garnett was probably the first or second player. And then you had Kobe Bryant, and there've been a few other players that I can mention. But before I know, LeBron was the last person to be drafted out of high school. And then the new rule was that for all players to not get drafted out of high school, we had to have at least 2 years. Well, first it was 1 year of college experience before going into the draft. Then they changed it to 2 years, which means you had to be a sophomore to come out of out of college to get drafted in the NBA. Well, last night I saw a flip the script kind of moment because it was like 9 or 10 players that were freshmen out of college to get drafted in the NBA. Now, which according to ESPN analysts, that was the most that has ever happened since, I think they said in 2003. That's what they said. And I think 2003, LeBron came out. After LeBron, Carmelo, Chris, what's the boy named Chris? Not Chris Robinson, Chris something. I can't think of that boy name, but those 3 guys that I can remember coming out of high school or college in 2003. That was the last time. So my issue is this here: why are we bending the rules that were set pretty much 2 decades ago about players going into college supposed to have a freshman and sophomore year before they come out of college to be drafted in the NBA? Like I said last night, it was about 10 or 12 players that were drafted out of college that were freshmen. And that's, like I said, that's the most that happened in 2018. And like I said, because Carmelo was a freshman. Chris, I can't think of the boy name. Chris, he was a freshman out of high school, out of college, and you had a few other guys in that 03 draft that came out of college, a freshman out of 1 year of college football. That was the last year, and now the script has flipped because we have players being freshmen being drafted in the NBA this week. Some were drafted, a whole lot. Like I said, between 10 and 12 were drafted yesterday. The NBA draft is now currently going on. It's the second round of the NBA draft. I'm not going to watch it because these are the players that didn't show much in the draft. So you gotta look at it this way. When the NFL do the Indianapolis Combine, the NBA have the same thing similar. They get a group of college players and put them in one stadium, and they have all the scouts from all over the all A2 NBA teams. They all watch these players. I'm sorry, it's A2. Oh no, I'm sorry, not A2. I think it's I'm not. I know it's over 30 NBA teams. I believe I could be wrong, but anyway, I'm sorry about the A2 part. I'm wrong on that. A2 is A2 games. I think like 30 some teams in the NBA. But anyway, all those guys get around. They sit around and watch the players shoot balls, and they get interviews by some of the scouts from the teams. Some of the ones they do it's the same process that goes on in the NFL goes on in the NBA. They interview some of these players, they watch them, talk to them, talk to the college, talk to their high school, talk to their parents, their friends, people who know that player well, and they talk to them and get some background information before they get drafted in the NBA first or second round. And if they don't do as well, it's like the NFL. The NFL have rookie free agents or undrafted free agents. The NBA have the same thing. They have the guys that are also rookie free agents, and they get a chance to pick their teams who they're going to sign with, and then after that, then you got the D League. Because the D League is like it's like the NFL preseason. You get to showcase your skills and see what you can do at the G League or D League level, whatever it is, and they find out see how good you are. Because all these players that are drafted first round and second round players or guys that don't get drafted, some of them guys don't get drafted at all. Some of them go to the G or D League or whatever it is and show out their skills, and then teams get a chance to look at them, and then they pick the teams who want them the most, and they go to that particular team. So it's the same thing that goes on in the NFL, goes on in the NBA. Same thing, the same process, just different sports. So, but anyway, that's my problem with the NBA. They had all these freshmen get drafted in the first round of yesterday's NBA draft, and that really pissed me off because the rule was set decades ago, almost 2 decades ago, that you got to have 2 years of college experience before you are drafted in the NBA. But for some odd reason, yesterday, between 10 and 12 players were picked out of college their freshman year. They come out their first year of college and go to the NBA. Now, it makes me wonder, are these guys ready to play? That's what concerns me, because I'm willing to bet between those 10 and 12 players, 5 of those 6 guys probably not even going to start the first year. I'm willing to bet that. I'm willing to bet my left arm on that, because that's ridiculous to have these guys come out of high school, then go to have 1 year of college eligibility to get drafted by the NBA. That is something that is so uncool, unruly, because a lot of these guys could be busts. Now, that's why the NBA decided to kill the high school draft process, because a lot of guys between 95 and 2002 that came out of high school and went to the NBA, and they wound up being busts. NBA busts. And if they don't do well with that particular draft them, they go somewhere else and play. Some of them go overseas, some of them stay overseas, and then some play in the NBA that bounce from team to team. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really good. And then some of them guys don't make it, period. Some of them don't make it, period. You know what I'm saying? They just play them 2 or 3 years by that team, and then they get dropped, and they'll play in the NBA again. That's what I have an issue with, and that's an issue. It's frustrating, and it's a major concern. Why is the NBA allowing these guys to have 1 year of college eligibility to come out that freshman year to play in the NBA? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Maybe that question will be answered in the near future. But to me, they broke the rules. And I'm not gonna say they rewrote the rules. They broke the rules because these rules were set 2 decades ago after 2003. If you got to remember LeBron James 40 years old. So LeBron James was 18, was 17 going on 18 when he came to the NBA. He wasn't ready, but as each game started to go on, he started playing more and more and more and more. He was mental ready, but he wasn't physical ready. So it took some time for him to play. And so he started playing, and look where he at. The guy had over 40,000 points. He has 4 Super Bowls. Is it 4 Super Bowls? No, I'm sorry, not Super Bowl. 3 championship, 4. Yeah, he won one with the Lakers. One with Cleveland, his home team, and he won 2. Yeah, he had 4 championships. He's a future Hall of Famer. He's a billionaire. He had built his brand up to become one of the greatest NBA players of all time. He has surpassed Michael Jordan, who had 30-some thousand points, and he has surpassed Kobe, who also had 30-some thousand points. See, Kobe passed Michael Jordan, but he passed Kobe. So now he has over 40,000 points, and I don't think no NBA player right now, between the early years of NBA ball playing till now, I don't think nobody has ever had over 40,000 points. He's the first to achieve that goal, and he may be the last to achieve that goal. But anyway, that's my concern with the NBA, man. I don't understand. I don't know why they are letting these guys come out of college 1 year eligibility. Let me know what you guys think below. If the NBA is doing the right thing, have they broke the rules? Let me know. Comment section below. I'm out here. Peace.